That's interesting.
Now, I've noticed on Twitter that you're very active during matches, and you're often analysing goalkeeping performances.
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, time for talkSPORT Clips of the Week, and Andy, you want to kick us off?
I do, and we start with Alan Brazil on breakfast, inventing a new boxing weight category.
Later on for more, we're all over the shop here. All this plus we were joined by British lightweight heavyweight boxer Joshua Buatts and...
Joshua Buatts.
I'm surprised his food didn't come all over the out of his mouth into the What's he eating?
He's the lightweight heavyweight, which I suppose you could call Anthony Joshua at the moment, couldn't he? He's a lightweight heavyweight. And that was clearly Joshua Buatts. Alan just took it for granted that his production team had left a letter off of the read, so he just added one to it. Of course. It couldn't be Buatts. Anyway, Fisherman's Blues now, and host Nigel Botherway chatting to a guest.
We're talking about women's angling today.
Yeah.
It was also the first ever 20-pounder caught by a woman.
Yeah, that was May in, I can't remember exactly when it was now.
May?
Could be May, yeah. That was May in, May. What's next?
Now let's cross to Graham Beecroft at Anfield.
Liverpool 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 0, and it came after Trent Alexander-Arnold, after the Liverpool midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. There's so many double-barrelled surnames in this team, it's getting difficult.
I think there's one, isn't there?
It was two.
There's two, of course.
Two, yeah.
Well, it could be Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, no, well...
Yeah, that wouldn't really...
No, it doesn't work. No.
Back to Big Alan with awards news.
Messi made it 6 last night. The magician beat Liverpool's Virgil van Dijk to the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, now the Ballon d'Or, not a lot of people know about this. It's top footballers in the world of balloon folding.
Yeah.
And Antoine Griezmann does a fantastic giraffe.
Virgil was unlucky. That poodle he did was fantastic.
The poodle was lovely. And,
tremendous.
But Messi's sausage dog is the one that often wins it. It's brilliantly done. The noise they make, though, they're doing it. Oh, God, mate, can we put you on edge?
Here's Jason Cundy on the Sports Bar chatting about Shelby's controversial goal for Newcastle last night.
Jake, they came to the right decision. The goal stood of should.
The goal stood of should.
Yeah,
very well said, Jason.
Definitely
you spoke for the nation there. Yeah. Fisherman's Blues again, and Nigel was getting us in the mood for Panto season.
But Darren was runner-up with John Arthur third. Here's Daz's report in his own word.
Nice, yeah.
Perfect, isn't it?
In his own word. Yeah. You shall go to the ball.
And we were a bit shocked to hear Harry Redknapp say this on breakfast this morning.
Willie, I love Willie. Willie.
Well, fair enough.
H. Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
Thank you very much for that. Staying with breakfast, Big Alan came up with a character for the next Guy Ritchie movie.
Who does Watford legend Luther Blissett want in charge at Vicarage Road?
Yeah, Vicarage Rog. He went by the name of Vicarage Rog, a defrocked man of the cloth turned gangland enforcer. You could just see him, can't you, in the next Guy Ritchie.
Vicarage Rog.
Vicarage Rog. What's next?
It's Jim White and Natalie Sawyer talking NFL.
If Tom Brady ever leaves the Patriots, plays one season with somebody else and goes back to the Patriots, do you not think they'd honour him?
But hang on.
Of course
goes
they
back
would.
as what, though? Goes back as what?
To play quarterback for the Cleveland whoever.
The Cleveland whoever, a good side.
Yeah,
it's one of the
He'll be
more
about
popular
56.
If he keeps going and coming back, yeah, he will be in his late 50s. Now, whatever happened to that Manchester City player, Leaf? Remember him, Leaf?
Leaf, yeah, he wasn't bad, was he?
Yeah, Stuart Pearce was talking about him the other day.
You've only got to take a leaf out of Manchester City and see exactly what happens.
Yeah, that's it, a leaf. Yeah, well, they did take him out, and we saw what happened, didn't we?
Yeah,
they're trailing Liverpool. Yeah.
Another from Fisherman's Blues, and Nigel was chatting about a new podcast.
Well, in fact, I think I mentioned it earlier. I'm losing myself here, but I was talking about the Thinking Tackle podcast with Simon Hartop.
Hope he never has a triple bypass. Juvenile. Here's the Moose with a original turn of phrase.
Gone pretty much serenely for Frank Lampard, but his old team look like they're going to put a real spoke in the tyres.
Yeah, that's nice reworking of it. Yeah,
it was just burst.
Was it a spanner in the works? Was it I don't know what it was.
Spoke in the wheel.
Yeah, spoke. It could be. Yeah.
And this is Danny Murphy on Jim's show chatting about Lewis Hamilton.
That's his goal at the minute because he's the wealth. You know, I mean, he's not doing it for money, is he anymore?
No, he's on 40 million a contract, so
Well, there you go.
40 million a year.
So what drives
So,
him?
I mean,
what drives him is the
car. Yeah, probably would be the car, wouldn't it? I would imagine driving Lewis Hamilton. And finally, it's Nigel on Fisherman's Blues chatting to another guest.
I spoke to you in the week, and you just got back from Loch Ken on a trip with the Perch Fishers Club, fishing for perch.
Really?
Yeah, well, that was Perch Club, and what happens in Perch Club and all that. The first rule of Perch Club. We all know it, don't we?
Well, so you actually catch perch.
Yeah, I think that's
any
that
other
would be
fish.
slightly different. You can talk about Perch Club, which is one of the subtle differences. So anyway, there's your clips of the week. And these are the people, heart sinker. These are the thank yous.
Not heart top sinker.
How many of them are real? Recreational Hagita, Cliff Mountjoy, Roger from Durham, Sylvia Monk, the Sultan, Linvoy Amazon Primus, the Juice, Toe Nile, Alan Jenkins, Fing Gurpring.
Virtually none of these are real people.
What's the
They're
point?
all made up.
Jimmy Richards, Tatty Westbrook.
That's real. You're real.
I'm not doing that one. And Ruthless.
If them type of people come available, I'm not saying Milner for Chelsea, but just, someone who's got a lot of experience under his belt, who can add something to the present squad, I think that is vital. And whether it's a Rakitic at Barcelona, someone of that ilk.
Yeah.